Hi, it's Willow from Willow Rose Wellness, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an enfleurage, which is an oil that is infused with a plant. In this case, we're using jasmine, and I'm standing right by my beautiful blooming jasmine plant. And we actually have two of these plants on our property, one in the front and one in the back, and they kind of greet people as they're coming and going with their beautiful aroma. They just smell so good. So we're gonna capture this aroma. I'll just be picking the little flower blooms, and then we'll be soaking these in some jojoba oil to infuse this beautiful aroma. And then we can use that jojoba oil for all kinds of fun projects that I have planned. I think I'm going to be making body butter with it for sure, and probably other things, maybe a sugar scrub I was thinking would be really nice. And I have plans for making more enfleurage oils. We have a lot of really beautiful flowers. I planted these, so now they're at the point where they're really producing some great flowers and aromas. So we have this jasmine and a couple magnolia trees, and I'm not sure the specific type of magnolia, but they're the kind that have the big white blossoms that could fill a cereal bowl, and they smell, it's very delicate, very faint, but it's just so sweet and lovely. So I would love to make an enfleurage with that. And also we have some irises, which are really nice, and I thought that might be good. We might try that and see if we can just capture a little bit of that iris smell. I'm just being really careful not to put any that have any brown at all in there, just tossing those ones out. That is a sign of oxidation, and we don't want to oxidize our oil. Even though jojoba is very shelf stable, we definitely don't want to introduce anything that might breed bacteria or anything like that, or degrade the oil. And so I'm going to be doing this every day for a few days, and continuing to add the flowers to my oil and taking out the ones from the day before, so that we can really get a really strong fragrance going. Here, some nice patch of blooms. Okay, so now I have my fresh jasmine petals in a beaker here, and I actually did this yesterday, and I made a batch of it, and I poured the jojoba oil over it, and that's all I did. And then I just used the stirring rod to give it a stir every now and then, and I placed it in a sunny location so it could get some of the solar heat infusion. And then I just put a little tissue over the top of it, just like so no dust particles or anything like that could get into it. And I just left it overnight, and it already smells amazing. But I want to just intensify this amazing aroma even more. So I'm going to be straining this out with my little strainer and pouring this just right over this fresh batch of petals that I just collected in the garden with you. So here goes. I'm just kind of smashing it down with my little glass stirring rod just to kind of press out all the excess oil. And the other thing you can do is use, this is a nut milk bag, I believe. Let me see what the label says. Yeah, it's from rawsomecreations.com, and it was actually purchased to make nut milks, but it works really well to strain out plant material when I make infusions. So I'm just gonna put that in. And just give it a really good squeeze. Now my hands have this oil on them, so I'm gonna just rub it in and see how it smells at this point. It smells really fresh, I would say. Very light and fresh. So I'm gonna just do this for a few more days and try to really get this aroma nice and saturated into the oil so that when I make a lotion or a cream with it, that it does come through, because that is my intention. I'm going to be leaving it in the sun for another 24 hours, and then I'll be doing this again for maybe 2 or 3 more times, and then I'll be bottling it up and saving it for a really special recipe.